And one of the things that I said earlier on, and I think, and neither one of us, Dr. Debbie, is an attorney. I wish I had uh, Mike Geary on tonight, but we spoke about vicarious liability, which is at play here, and that's one of the questions I have. Will this case hold up on an appeal? Will it, as you look at the faces of the students, and this is what their names: Hannah St. Juliana, age 14, Tate Myra, age 16, Madison Baldwin, age 17, Justin Schillen, age 17. These are the young students who lost their lives. And in addition, there was seven who were wounded. Now, this is Ethan Crumbley. On the screen, he was charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder, 7 counts of assault with intent to murder, 1 count of terrorism causing death, 12 counts of possession of a firearm and the commission of a felony. He already pled guilty. Now we all look at it as citizens and as parents and as potential victims of some crazy person that goes into a school, a public place, a bus, a concert hall with a firearm and just starts shooting people. And we can clearly say that this 15-year-old had no business having a gun. And then when we think that his parents supplied it for him, and after the fact took no responsibility in the outcome of this, that, I think, infuriates us as citizens, as parents, and we want something done. We want someone punished. Am I speaking for you also, Dr. Debbie?
I'm in agreement, Sergeant Bill, and I'm, going back to the judge and some of her points. So really at the forefront of all of this too are the 4 beautiful young lives lost who did nothing wrong. What did they do? All they did was go to school that day and want to learn and interact with their teachers and their fellow students. So when we just look at these beautiful images, as heartbreaking as all of this is, seeing that Madison, Tate, Hannah, Justin are no longer with us, we've got to have justice for them. That's our system. That's what you have loved and continue to love, all of your years of contribution to the beautiful New York, and me as a professor in the classroom teaching our young, bright minds that we simply cannot allow people to walk around in society and arbitrarily shoot at whim and at their will. So the fact that this young man made the decision, Sergeant Bill, we go back to him as well for accountability and reliability and ownership and taking responsibility for this absolutely brutal action that he did not have to do. The fact that he woke up that day in November and went to school with that type of high-powered weapon and decided to kill 4 of his classmates, we'd like to know why, wouldn't we? Why did he do that? He didn't have to do that, but he did. And so we have to hold him accountable first. So I do not disagree with the outcome for him, by the way. I think 4 counts of first-degree murder. This was absolutely planned, premeditated. It was willful. It was with malice. We check all the boxes for him. And it's just astonishing to think that a 15-year-old could make that decision, made the decision, went to school, and carried it out. I think the outcome for him is accurate. Now, the trickle effect, here are the parents. We know it's historic. We know this is a case that will set the tone for more in the future. Your question about will they be successful upon appeal? I mean, it's a maybe. I think it's just too early to tell. I think the world is angry about this and angry at Ethan, but he's sentenced. Now the anger toward the parents of how do you put the gun into the hand? How do you dismiss and ignore your son's cries for help and you didn't get him the help? And here's the outcome. So we can't ignore, in my opinion, the victimology aspect. That is critical. these 4 young lives, and as you say, the 7 others who were terribly injured. They deserve justice.
100%. Cheesy Mary from Canada. Maybe if parents were charged for young ones at home with guns, maybe they will lock their guns up and not buying their minor a gun. Cheesy Mary, I don't disagree with you. Who has mental illness like this? 100%. It seems like they bought him a gun almost like to pacify him, and then just left him and ignored his mental state. Deb Galloway, I have the hope and trust that the law and those who uphold it will only use this as a precedence when truly merited. Well, Deb, it's going to be challenged in the courts. And you can understand a case like this becomes case law. Absolutely, this will become case law. And if it successfully stands up to an appeal, it will absolutely lay down the law for the entire land, And look, Sandy Hook, someone mentioned Sandy Hook.
That's right. Adam Lanza.
Right, the mother had guns laying around all over the place.
That's right. Same thing. Parents put the gun in his hand. That viewer is absolutely correct.